Speaking with Jaime Harris here from GMC, we've had having a nice discussion on what the print industry means today and where it's evolving into, and what does that mean for you in the software business, and what are people looking at when they come to your booth?
Well, you know, it's interesting because having been in the print industry, we call it the print industry for a long time. We're at a show called Print 13. You know, we tend to lean towards, okay, how am I going to improve my print? How am I going to do a better job of doing what I'm doing today? But I think what everyone's looking for here, particularly from software companies, is how do I build a bigger, better story for my customers? Now that works for both an in-plant company or a print service provider, because an in-plant person is thinking, how do I provide better services to my internal customers? How do I provide more value to them for the money that they're spending? Obviously, a print service provider is doing the same thing. How do I get a bigger footprint within my customer base? How do I get more sticky types of things with them? And how do I improve that? Well, I think the answer to that is you've got to broaden your perspective. You've got to think outside of the box. You've got to move beyond just print and think about things like, what other types of customer communications can I be involved in? How can I find myself a niche in customer communications that will allow me to be the person with the right answers?
It's interesting because we're sitting here with our smartphones and our iPads and our this and our that and all the social media, and everybody's linked with a QR code and what have you at the print show, as you said. And where does that go? What's the future? Where do you think it's going next?
You know, it's interesting because I think that you just mentioned it. I think that the future of this world, the disruptive change that's going to happen in our space, is around tablets. It's around smartphones, because generationally speaking, people my age may tend to want to get it in print, and that may be the case. I like getting it digitally as well. However, that's going to change. People can do things on a smartphone that I can't even imagine looking at a bank statement on a smartphone. However, that's going to happen. And they're going to want to be more interactive with those things. And that's what those devices provide. Print's not going to go away. Nobody's ever going to say print's going to go away. It's declining in the number of printed images, but they're getting better. There's more color. There's more cross-selling. There's more onserts, if you will, onto documents. But the ability that the technology provides today, such as a tablet or a phone, is way beyond anything print can ever deliver.
It's almost like a vibrancy attached to it, and the integration of it within everything coming together, no matter how springy that might be, to excuse that metaphor, but yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
How do you mesh it?
Well,
that's the thing.
Because people are kind of, they think if you're old school, you go, oh, if I bring a PDF and I bring it up on my iPad, ooh, I'm integrating, you know. But that's not the case. How do I bring a dynamic communication onto, for instance, an iPad that someone can interact with? Maybe that's a dynamic statement. Maybe they see a statement and it says, oh, I want to drill down. What my restaurant charges? What were my restaurant charges? And they can see that. Credit card companies for years have been providing breakdowns on how you did it. What if you could do that within the actual statement that someone's getting on their electronic device? I think that this integration has got to become more and more customer facing, much more customer friendly. We just got to move past our old mindset of let's just provide a better looking printed document, put it in an envelope, mail it to them. Maybe we still do that, but let's also send it to them here and let them interact with it. Think of the selling opportunity to someone that's using a technology to look at their, what used to be a printed corporate customer communication, now a electronic customer communication.
Well, Jaime, it's been intriguing talking to you. We've had a nice conversation. You're well known in the industry. Good luck as you go forward with GMC.
I appreciate it.
And I hope you get a lot of traffic to your booth this year.
Hope so too. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.